What? New camera angle? If you don't know me, I am Maryam. I make YouTube videos. This is my 7th video of the month, and I'm going to be making videos throughout the month of April for VEDA. So if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe now. Today, I just wanted to talk a little bit about astrology. And if you've been friends with me for a while, you've probably heard me say, in all seriousness, that I am the way I am because I'm a Virgo. And as a Virgo, I feel like I'd be more likely not to believe in astrology. And that begs the question, do I believe in astrology exactly? And the answer to that is a good resounding Oh, sorry, what's the question? I got into astrology last year when I first got back to Bahrain after spending 6 months abroad. And people don't really talk about it, but coming back home after being gone for a while is actually a little hard. Like, people talk about how al-ghurba is difficult and, you know, being a stranger in a different country, being an expat or whatever the term is hard and everything. But then no one really talks about how coming home can also be, you know, difficult. So my life wasn't where I wanted it to be and things felt pretty chaotic. And as a Virgo, I don't like chaos. I like things to be orderly. I like things to make sense to me. So things just didn't make sense to me. And then when nothing made sense, I turned to a belief system. And it's a little awkward that it wasn't Islam. But astrology is just so fun. And it's so silly and it's so inconsequential. And with astrology, it's not about what the, you know, science is saying. It's not what astrology is saying. It's really about what you choose to echo, and it's about what you choose to keep for yourself. So like when there's an entire post about, oh, Virgos, they're all like this, or like this is a Virgo's favorite, I don't know, soft drink. It doesn't matter. It just depends on whether I agree with it or not. So if I send you a post saying like, oh, Virgos are great, it means I think I'm pretty great because like I agree. Or if I'm sending you a post saying that Virgos are like really sensitive and they care a lot and you have so many feelings and, you know, be nice to them, maybe be nice to me. Did I write that post? No. Sometimes when I'm in a good mood and I'm in the car and I make my own horoscope, I'm like, oh, Virgos are gonna have a nice day today. And also, you never really care about other astrology signs until you have a friend or someone in your life who is of that sign. And it's actually really fun just to send people like, oh my god, like look, Leos are like this, Scorpios are like this. And I just realized after saying that it depends on what you send and it depends on what you echo out. I've sent a lot of Scorpio hate to one of my Scorpio friends. But it's fun. It's inconsequential. And the cool thing is that astrology actually does feel quite cosmic. Like, the stars have aligned on the day of your birth for this to be your star sign, as well as 1/12 of the entire planet. And who even knows what this 13th star sign thing is? No one cares. Anyway, it's just interesting because it's like we actually do put a lot of importance in like, oh, the stars have aligned, the cosmos have rearranged themselves in order for this to happen. And you know, you think of it and you're like, oh, did the stars affect me and change who I was going to become? Or was I the reason why the stars were aligned in that position on the night of my birth? And high-key, yeah, it doesn't matter. And also there is something to be said for the fact that if you were born in the summer, maybe your parents had more time to take care of you and maybe there were more events happening in the greater community at large, and maybe you had more exposure to more people, so maybe that's why people born in the summer have a different personality than people born in the winter or in the autumn or in the fall or in the spring. What if there is some other reason that might explain why people born in these months are more likely to be like this or like that? And we all love a good birth story. We love the idea that this is what happened before you were born and then you were born, and this is what is important about that. Like, everyone wants to know if they're a mistake or not. And it's all so fun because the cosmos themselves are mysterious. We don't understand. If you understand, that's great, but I don't understand the universe. I don't get it. Like, how things work? Huh? What even is a black hole? Like, what do you mean you absorb light? I mean, that makes sense. It's why we love movies like Interstellar or other space movies. We just don't get it. Also, I'd like to give a shout out to @astropoets on Twitter. I think they're the people who got me into astrology. And I'd still just like go on their page and stalk them every once in a while because it's so enjoyable. It's a great time. So do I believe in astrology? I believe that it has power. I believe that it brings people joy and happiness, and it's a beautiful, inconsequential topic of conversation. I believe that it helps you reveal who you are in a very indirect way. And it's just fun. It's a good time. And it's weird to me because I remember 5 or 6 years ago, I really did not like astrology because my friends were into astrology. And whenever I did anything, they'd be like, oh, it's because you're a Virgo. And I was like, it's not because I'm a Virgo, it's because of who I am, and I decided to be like this. And also, I make sense. Such a Virgo. Now, 5 or 6 years later, I'm just here enjoying my astrology and having a great time with it. And, growth as a person. So, astrology isn't real, but I don't think that matters.